What's up, sports gamers? You are now locked in with the Natural, aka the Black Belichick, aka Mr. MWS, representing Sports Gamers Online, the number one source for the sports gamer. We've got news, reviews, previews, tips, streaming, and online leagues for Madden, 2K, FIFA, MLB, and even NHL. Check it out today if you already haven't, and make sure you hang around and be a part of our community if you already have. This is my very first YouTube video ever, so kind of bear with me. The editing might be a little sloppy, the sound might be a little crappy, but we are definitely a work in progress. I'm going to try out these videos. If they do well, keep it coming. We're nearing around 2,000 subscribers and really want to do our best to hit that number and kind of build out our YouTube community there. So this is a really close game here with another really good quality opponent in our JFF league here. JFF Online Franchise League. This is our money league on the site. We have a few Madden PS4 sim leagues, but this one is non-sim, but it definitely still has rules. No nanos. You can't go for it anytime. No hurry ball game. So I would call it more of a semi-sim. Or no BS league than just a money league. 'Cause it does have some rules and some structure to it. I won the Super Bowl in the JFF last year. It was really well contested playoff run and a lot of good coaches and teams there. This year, definitely not doing as well. I think my guys came into the season a little fat and lazy from their Super Bowl win, a little too much, champagne and partying there. So we lost a couple of games. I believe I'm 6-3 going into this game versus the Niners coach Cadillac, who is 7-1. I did beat him in the playoffs last season, but any decent coach with the Niners, especially the default roster Niners, you have to give them respect because the Niners are no joke on default rosters. So yeah, go definitely check out the JFF league on the site. It's on their online leagues. It has to be definitely one of the most detailed power rankings you have ever seen for a Madden league in your life. I promise you, seriously, check it out. It's like ESPN level of content there. The commish Air Attack does a really great job. It's definitely one of the best leagues I've been in with keeping the structure and make sure guys communicate, get their games in and all that. JFF is super competitive. The guys talk a ton of trash in the chat, and there was a ton of trash talk before this game. I'm usually enough for my direction. I'm not a huge trash talker. I kind of like let my play speak for itself. But I definitely, try not to think about that during the game, and I usually focus on, my reads and decision making. I've seen in the past where I've really wanted to blow somebody out, and I really wanted to win a game, and actually made me play worse, because you're pressing and you kind of start forcing things, and bad things happen. So I try to take my time and kind of let the game come to me. So it's really good contest here. We're kind of going. We traded drives, and he came down and got 3. I'm coming back with my drive, and I like to mix in a little pistol, a little shotgun, a little on the center. I really have I try to mix as much as I can on offense. Definitely I'm used to playing more in sim league, so a lot of the guys run a very limited amount of plays, but I try to do my best to mix it up, me personally, because I think that makes you a better coach. Just period, even outside of it, doing it for rules. Miss a pass there. I wound up settling for 3 on this drive. But I think one of the most important things I've noticed, I've definitely watched more games this year now because streaming and all that is so huge, and in just gaming period. I know a lot of people watch more games than actually play games now, which is funny. But just watching different games played, watching different guys in the league, I've noticed that a lot of Madden players don't have patience. That's not only patience in letting your plays develop, but also patience in letting the game come to you. Sometimes you won't get all the the breaks. Sometimes your guys won't catch the passes they're supposed to catch, or react how they're supposed to react on defense. But the biggest thing is to have patience and not get frustrated. Because when you start to get frustrated, you start to make mistakes, and you get out of your game there. Excuse me. In this game here, my opponent had the ball for long stretches of time. long drives, and you're just trying to kind of keep your head in the drive in the game and adjust to what they're doing. X hits a big play on the screen pass here. Now, so I hate when I look at the running back and I don't even attack. Like, I saw him running the screen and I did not react fast enough. That's super annoying when I do that. So yeah, I was I would definitely say patient. Looking at this game, it was definitely a close game for most of it. But you can see, I kind of stayed patient throughout, even though he's driving the ball down. Stay patient on both sides of the ball. So I go ahead and stop him here on this drive. So he has to punt to me, and he's pretty running a pretty basic offense, and on defense he's keeping it pretty basic. He's liking to drop a lot of guys in the coverage. I see, especially out of the 3-4, he's doing a lot of cover 3 drop, cover 3. I catch him in a defense here. I don't break the first run because he has just being the Niners. In the second one, I come right back to it with the same exact play. That's one thing, like I said, about being patient, is that even though I ran the first run and it was stopped, I knew he was in the right defense to break that one, so I wound up, that was a big score there. So he gets the ball back. It's about a little more than a minute to go. I kind of double up on the tight end and leave his fullback open there, so he makes a good read and gets it out. For some reason, the Panthers, look at this guy just throwing people off, crazy. For some reason, the Panthers have an amazing front 4 rush, but anytime I rush 3, it's like they have War and Peace back there. It's kind of crazy. Makes a good decision, takes a run with the ball here. Yeah, he kind of stayed in. I guess a lot of stuff he was running earlier wasn't working, so he kind of more started running a strong close almost exclusively as the games go on. You'll find a lot of guys don't have a huge playbook or play selection, so once you stop the basic stuff you're doing, the game's over. Because a lot of guys don't mix it up too much. So here I was just trying to playing it safe, and I was playing it actually too safe because he was kind of throwing underneath a lot of stuff. So I'm just trying to take away some of his reads, and he goes for a big one there, but it's cover 4. So I always like to pull up the screen and kind of check my defenses before the snap, just make sure everyone's in the right place, because sometimes some formations guys will flip over and move over and be in bad spots. So I take away his first read, but he hits that back read there, and that's like that fake PA play as well, where you have the tight end and you got the guy in the flat and you have the drag coming across. So those plays are kind of one of the hardest plays to stop here. Here we have a big tackle down to the 1-yard line, and he has no timeouts, so he goes, and really good job of him getting out and spiking the ball with 2 seconds left. He went in and kicked 3 there, which I'm shocked. In that situation, I would have definitely went for the quarterback sneak. So I come up, get the ball back at half. I go right up top. I kind of like to go after my opponents, when I feel like we're at least expecting it. And I knew he was in the cover 3. He's playing a lot of cover 3, cover 4 drop zones. So I know I have the one-on-one with Benjamin, who's just a beast with the user catch there. So I try to do that because I know guys, they leave the big receivers one-on-one way too much, and Benjamin can make you pay for that. Try to get a little screen pass there. Did some good defense. This was a total mess-up play by me. Had the running back wide open and made a terrible read. I always assume when I come in those strong formations that people are going to run over to the right, and he was clueless, and I don't know, he didn't even go over there. Third down, I mix it up and run and play there, which was gashed him with a trap, was wide open. But yeah, going back to that last play, that should have been a touchdown. The running back was so wide open there, it's crazy. So I'm just taking my time, and he's running a lot of deep coverages, a lot of deep zones, and I break a run here and going for the score. I'm only going to show kickoff. What do they say in NFL? On they only show a kickoff when it's a big play happens. This is the best tackle of the year here. Oh my gosh, with my kicker with the game-saving diving tackle there, which is amazing. I'm sure he was pissed off. It took him like the full 30 seconds to pick his play after that, so I'm sure he was so pissed off after that tackle by my kicker. Amazing shoestring tackle. So he's back out in the strong close. It's pretty funny that, like, as much strong close, you would think he actually would run the ball out of it, which he didn't. Like, he probably ran the ball strong close maybe twice. Like, it's just funny seeing a passing strong close offense. It's like, come on, dude. So he actually did. He probably ran maybe 3 running plays out of it the whole game. So I'm trying to get a contain on him. He makes this crazy play, scrambles back, throws across the field to the middle, and finds somebody. I can't complain here. I know he's throwing the screen. I control the DT, jump it, and he drops it. I was kind of pissed off about that one. I definitely want to see my 300-pound DT rumbling down the field, 80 yards on that one. He had ran his PAV earlier in the game, and I had read it when he came out of that formation. Again, when someone's running 10, 15 plays, it's so easy to read and know what's coming because, you can recognize the formation. It's not hard. It's not rocket science. They make it really simple. And guys who play like that, turn a chess game into checkers, which checkers is much easier to play than chess, I find. So he tries to run play here. I don't know what he was doing. I think he tried to run up into the pocket and go back, and he just gets slapped. So here I'm back on offense, and normally these are one of the situations where I like to kind of go for the juggler on a turnover or a big stop, or holding somebody to a field goal. I really like to go after the person. He was playing a lot of deep stuff and giving me, so I had to run it back out there. Hit that, really, again, taking my time, not getting crazy with stuff. The pistol on the short yardage, I found that pistol was really, really good for because you got the run and the pass threat. Back to the pistol. Almost broke this one. Yes, the Niners have good defenders to get off blocks. It's hard to sustain blocks on these guys. Hit one up in there, another dive there. Just taking my time here. I'm gonna try to hit him over something over the middle. I love this play. I had the tight end open and I had the deeper receiver there. And what I noticed before the game, he actually made a decent play there, but before the game, I always like to take a look at my opponent's roster and kind of see what weaknesses I can find in the roster. So before the game, I had noticed that his left outside linebacker was pretty weak. Had maybe like 70 block shit or something like that. So I was kind of avoiding Alden Smith's side and trying to run at the other outside linebacker. So that's kind of my thought there. That made a good read for a touchdown there. On that one, he came down with the safety and left the tight end open over top. So just making good reads there. He runs a little pistol, much tight end there. Comes back with it again, and then tries to mix it with the pass. But really good defense, good tackle there, and strong close, of course. And of course he passes it. Play good defense and a bad pass by Kaepernick. He goes for it here. Switch it up to man. We were running zone. Majority game. Throws him off. Get a big stop. Again, like to go after people after big stops. Play action. Hit Thomas. A little crossing route there. Down to the goal line. All right, so so we get down and we get in, and that kind of we go up by a huge amount in the fourth. Basically ends the game there. But that's some good defensive highlights there. I figure I keep these in. I'm not a huge blitzer, but I do like to bring the pressure on long situations. And you see right there, we sacked him twice back to back in long situations. I just being smart. And I don't like giving up big plays, so I try to play this kind of bend but don't break. But then in long situations, I really like to tee off on my opponent because they have a long way to go. We get 3 here, And then we see that I finally I should have made the adjustment earlier. I was trying to keep him in the pocket with just regular plays, and but I found that it was better when I came out with a wide defense, and then I did the contain. So when he tried to rush out, we were all over it. So we got him on that. Let's see here. He goes for a 4th down, and he makes a great play in the cover 2, jumping that. He actually would have had the other wide receiver to the right wide open, but he missed the read. All right, thanks guys, and I appreciate you guys checking it out. Tune in again. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If it does well, I'll do another one, and check us out at sportsgamersonline.com. Thanks.